I did this, you tried that. You copy me, that's my swag. That's my style, give it back. 3 words. I said Trish!
Hey creeps, and welcome back to my channel. As you already know, you can't sleep with me unless you are POP, and that is pretty on purpose. How you doing? Okay, so this is a story time about trouble and what happened and what I think happened, and bitch, this is what happened. Now, I'm not trying to put the blame on anybody. I don't want to put the blame on anybody. But bitch, somebody did something, and whoever know they did it, and bitch, when I find out, I'm gonna bust you in your shit. Period. I went out of town. When was it? It was October the 5th. That's when I went out of town. So I took him to the place on the 4th. Wait, I don't want to get it wrong. Turn it back around. Rewind it. I dropped him off on the 5th, right? It was around, oh my God, 12 o'clock. And so before I could drop him off, they said, okay, he has to get his rabies shots because his rabies shots are about to expire. I'm like, okay, cool, great, shoot him up, bitch, what's that? Then she said, oh, you gotta get something else to sniff a parvo, blah, 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 blah. I said, oh my God, I just came here to bore him, bitch. What's all this extra shit? What's going on? What's going on? So I said, it, do it. So she did it, and I'm just like, well, how much is that gonna be? It's probably gonna be like $400 something. $400 something dollars? Bitch, I came here to board my puppy. I didn't come here to get a whole bill. But I had to do it, girl, so I did it, girl. And she was like, you want the rabies that's just for a year or the rabies that's gonna be for 3 years? I said, bitch, shoot him up, ho. COVID is real, and he's not gonna catch it in these kennels. So she shot him up for the 3 years. She did the stipper parvo, whatever. She did the fecal exam. They did all this other stuff. You know, boom, he is good. When I took my dog there, he was shining. He was clean.
Clean as a whistle.
He was healthy. And nothing was wrong. Poops, thick, the size of a brick. Bitch. So anyway, I leave him there, and before I leave, I took him some food. Mind you, let me shake you. Get the bucket! Where's the bucket? Y'all, I'm tired. I had to grab all this shit. Okay, so mind you, I leave him with this, right? Ugh. This is his food bucket, right? Mind you, $72 for this? Girl, I could have just got me a trash can from Walmart. But anyway, breathe, girl. So I leave him with that. Mind you, all that was left was probably like 2 scoops. Look, let me show you the scoop. This is a scoop. I feed him 3 scoops twice a day with 1 whole strip of salmon that I cut up and I cook, right? So anyway, I told them, I said, look, let me tell you something. Every time I leave, trouble anywhere. I don't care if he's at my house and I leave, if he's at my parents' house, or if he's at a friend's house and I leave, he's not going to eat the first day because trouble, he has like a separation anxiety thing where I guess he gets sad that I'm gone. So mind you, I was like, those 2 scoops are fine. I'm gonna be back on the 6th. I dropped him off in the morning. He had already ate when I fed him. So that means all you had to do was give him that at nighttime. And then I already knew he wasn't gonna eat because his salmon's not in there. And when his salmon's not in there, trouble is picky. It's like, bitch, you giving me just drop food. I know you lying. Don't give me that McDonough. So I said, he's just not gonna eat, and I will be back the next day. It don't matter in the morning. And then on their thing, it says how many times you want people to play with him. I told them play with him twice a day. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I should have said keep him away from the other dogs because sometimes people don't take care of their dogs how you take care of your dogs. Their dogs can have like runny diarrhea, or do they have all their shots? Well, you gotta have your shots to be boarded, but you know, some folks they dogs just have illnesses, girl. Anyway, so I left him, I told him to play with him, walk him, give him tender loving care, and wash him when I come back to pick him up. With this shampoo that is for his skin, it's called dermatitis, whatever. It's medicated. I leave, I'm gone on the 6th in the morning, and bitch, I come back, right? Ooh, bitch, I'm just all wrong. I drop him off on the 4th, leave on the 5th, and I come back on the 6th, okay? So that morning on the 6th, so he was there all on the 5th. Let's get this correct, Zoe. So anyway, I go on the 6th and I pick him up. When I pick him up, he looks good. He looks good, he smells good. They have a little scarf around his neck, so mind you, I'm not paying attention to shit. I'm just like, oh, okay, ain't trouble. Ain't seen you in a minute, bitch. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I leave. Child, I look in the thing. It's the same 2 scoops that I left for him, right? Did nobody say, hey, Trouble didn't eat, but we fed him this, or Trouble didn't eat, so woo, 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 woo. Mind you, I thought there was no food. I thought it was 2 scoops of food that I left in here in the trash can. Keep up with that now, y'all. 2 scoops that I left in here in the trash can, and nobody said he didn't eat or nothing or yada, yada, yada. Now, remember that. So Trouble comes home, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go on and do his nightly feeding around at 7 o'clock that I always do. So I go to feed him, I cook the salmon, I put it in his food, because I went to PetSmart and bought some more of his food to feed him. He eats Science Diet, the salmon and rice version, because he don't do chicken, because for some reason chicken makes his skin dry. I don't know why. So I put it down, he don't eat. I'm like, okay, well maybe he's just, excited I'm back home. But no, bitch. He's already eaten some food or something there. So he's like, I don't want this. I done had me some McDonald's and fries. I don't want this salmon and stuff no more. This high vibration food. I want the low vibration. So I'm like, okay, he's not eating. All of a sudden,
What the fuck? What the fuck? Stop playing.
I'm like, what the f is your stomach doing? Trouble, what's going on with your stomach, nigga? What's going on? It's like a garbage disposal. So we go outside. I said, I know the f they didn't. Another 2 seconds later. Nigga, you just did a waterfall right here. 2 more seconds later. I'm like, what the f is happening? Bitch, are you dying out of your asshole? What is this, bitch? It's like instead of throwing up, he's puking out of his ass. This was 3 puddles of shit that smelled like a septic tank. It wasn't even like normal shit. It was like death. Like he ate roadkill and the shit was coming out. I'm like, and bitch, we're outside. This is enough for it to ventilate, and bitch, it almost killed me standing right here. So I'm like, my God, what is it? So then we go in the house. Then all of a sudden he run back to the door. I'm like, I know the f you lying, but I ain't gonna clean no shit up. So I said, go! He run outside. I said,
What the fuck? Stop playing. What the fuck is that? Ah! What the fuck is that? I'm scared.
oh, he dying. He is dying. I said, oh, Trouble, you not staying in the house? I'm not cleaning up shit. We've had this problem before where I go to sleep and that shit it wakes me up out my sleep. I mean, the shit is crazy. So I put him in the garage. All of a sudden, I'm asleep. What the f is that? I said, I know I put this motherfucker in the garage. Bitch, I go downstairs. It's like, bitch, like, it's like a f***ing oil leak from the car in the garage. I said, Trouble. So I used the pressure washer. I pressure washed the garage. I did everything. Mind you, he good though. He running around. He happy. I'm like, bitch, what the f are you happy about? Nigga, shouldn't you be tired? Do you even have fluids left? What is up with you, sir? So I started Googling. I said, is it Parvo? Is it Gardadine? Girdia? Whatever the f it is, grenadine, whatever the f that shit called. I'm Googling. It said he'll be lethargic. Diarrhea smells like a foul odor. And just everything, loss of appetite, not drinking. I said, what he drinking? He's not eating. Now this was the 6th. He didn't eat that night. He didn't eat that morning. 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way to the 10th. That dog did not eat, but he was drinking, and my baby was losing weight, right? I mean, when I took him I weighed him myself. He was like 152, 153, right? And by the time just slow down, so. Because, bitch, I'm over it. This has been a roller coaster for me. So So anyway, we're on day 7 where I'm cleaning the garage, right? And I'm just like, okay, Trouble, you gotta do something. So I when I get on live, I talk to y'all. Y'all say, Zoe, give him chicken, give him rice. I'm like, I'm not giving him no chicken because I don't want it to shock his stomach because I don't know what the done happened at the boarding place. He's been on salmon, and I do the rice. So I boiled my rice. I did chicken broth, and then I did rice water. Because I also read, just in case you don't want to put it on his stomach, but you still want to give him that rice, boil rice, and pour that over in water, the rice water. So he didn't do the rice water. He looked at it like it was stupid. I guess the smell. He didn't like the starch or whatever. He nibbled on the rice with pieces of his food in there, but he really didn't eat it. So yeah, I'm like, I don't know what to do. So then the 8th came, still didn't eat. But he's still running, he's playing, he's not vomiting. Diarrhea still coming. At this point, the diarrhea is not like a light brown anymore. It has turned to a dark brownish black, and it's slimy. And I'm like, okay, what is happening? Because like I said, he's still drinking, still active, don't seem sluggish or lazy. So I'm like, it's not the part whatever, because that says he would be weak and whatever the case may be, vomiting and all that, but he wasn't vomiting, just shitting. So then the 9th comes, I'm like, you know what? Because I didn't want to leave the shit in the garage. I'm like, he's just sniffing them fumes back up, and it's just, you know, and then it's coming in the house. So I'm like, at this point, from the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, I'm done with pressure washing and cleaning up shit. Baby, this is not a nursing home. I'm sorry. I can't do this no more. I don't even like smelling my own shit. What the I'm cleaning up a dog shit for? Bitch, I'm finna give him some gloves and a napkin and mop and say, bitch, you do it. At this point, sleep in it. So, I go and I'm like, it's time to go to the vet on the 10th. I was like, we gotta go, because this is ridiculous. So we go to the vet, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm lost. Mind you, there's these knots on the back of his neck, and when I left him with this, right? Mind you, when I put it on Trouble, it's only right here. It don't even go, because see, this goes on the back of his neck. His neck is so big that only this goes under, and this right here goes on the back. But I left this with him. These knots, and they look like scabs, were starting to form on the back of his neck, right? To me, that seems like pressure. And these things do dig into you. Keep that in mind. He's a big dog. When y'all are probably out there walking him, I don't know if another dog goes. When another dog comes, Trouble goes wild, and you do have to pull him because he wants to go and play. He's not going to be rough. He's not going to be mean, but he just wants to play. But if you're not used to my dog, you're going to think he's going to hurt that dog. And so I don't know if y'all pulled him. I don't know if they kept him in the cage with this on, but common sense tells you to take it off. Because one time I left him at my mama's house, and they left this on for like 2 days, and he slept on it. And when you sleep on it, it kind of pulled the hair out of the skin, right? Keep all this in mind. So when we go to the vet, I asked her about this, the back of the neck, and then I asked about the body, what's going on with his body. They were in there, they were talking to me, just terminologies I don't even know. I'm not a veterinarian, I don't know. So they did a fecal exam, they ran blood tests, they did everything. At this point, I'm like, I want to know everything. They even checked for the skin to see what that was, see if it was like parasites or something. They came back, and before they did, like, oh, it's gonna be like $700. $10. Oh my God, that's $700. Girl, at this point, he all right. I give him a Benadryl and some alcohol for the neck. We good, but no, I let them do it. So she come back. I was gone for like hours, maybe 3-4 hours. It took like 3-4 hours. Everything came back fine. She said, oh my God, his blood work is perfectly fine. He has no parasites. He's good. He's clean. I'm like, I know. I take care of my dog, but I want to make sure he didn't pick it up from nobody else. Then she said, but on the back of the neck, she's like, I'm just convinced it's this. I said, baby, let me tell you something. I don't pull my dog with this. And I said, when we get in the house, I take this off. Well, I just see that it's something that was up here. I said, yeah, because he was at my mama's house. And at my mama's house, this right here, she let him sleep on it. And that's what happened. I said, so don't come with me thinking that I did this to my dog's neck. Them motherfuckers was roughhousing my dog. And I'm pissed or another dog got hold to my dog.
I will hurt you. So what you trying to do?
But don't tell me that shit is what I did. So she gave me some cream and I put it on his neck and we trying to see if that's gonna fix it up or whatever the case may be. But something happened. Those look like marks. Because why is it nowhere else on his body but except for his neck? And maybe when they cleaned him, because they gave him a bath, and maybe when they cleaned him, they put him on this. And trouble does this if you don't know how to keep him still when you giving him a bath. I know how to keep him still, but if you don't, baby, he gonna do this, he gonna do that, and it probably was tugging. You know what, now I'm getting mad because I'm seeing everything in my head, and I'm ready to go in there and knock somebody the out. But anyway, so she gave me medicine for this. The whole exam was $846. But then what the last thing that got me and her was she was like, okay, well you said he hasn't ate since the 6th of October. I said yes, and mind you, this is the 10th. And she was like, well, I'm concerned because the x-rays are showing there's something in his stomach, but it looks like food. I said, what? So that means he ate there. But I was like, but they didn't tell me they fed him nothing else. So what is in his stomach? So I was like, I didn't feed him, but if he did all this shitting since the 6th and it's now the 10th, shouldn't all that food be the out? So now we're in the office like, okay, well maybe it's something in there like a rag or a toy, and that's what's causing the diarrhea. Because at this point, mind the diarrhea, then it's on E now. All he doing is bubbles. Every time he tried the shit, it was... And it just was like nothing was coming out but bubbles. Okay, and a little bit of mucus. So she said, go to the ER and let them do their thing. So I go there. They was just like, you know what? They did their exams or whatever the case may be. They said that they saw the same thing that the person saw, like his stomach was full. So she gave me an option. She's like, you can take him home, bring him back, don't let him eat, bring him back tomorrow, and we'll check the stomach again. And if we still see something in there, then we can do whatever we gotta do. Or you can leave him here overnight. We will run fluids and things through his body, which is to flush him out. Whatever is in there, even if it's food, flush it all out, empty his stomach. And if they look at it in the morning and see that there's something still in there, then therefore it is an object and we will do surgery. And she said that's gonna be like $2,000 and something, but if I take him home and bring him back, it'll be $700. I'm like, you know what? I just wanna leave him here so y'all don't think I'm feeding him. Flush him. So even if they do got food and that's not supposed to be in there, get that shit the out. Flush them. I want it out, even if it's a disease, whatever. Flush them. In them on my baby. So they flushed them out, and she called me and she said, we don't see anything. And I was just like, what the fuck? So I go get them. They give me all this. This twice a day. That's for the diarrhea. This is for, whatever the she said. This is for nausea, just in case he get nauseous and don't want to eat, but he's been eating, so he ain't had to do those. And then they gave me the ID food. It's the digestive care, the one you gotta have a prescription for, and it's chicken and rice stews. I don't like chicken, but bitch, we gotta make it work. And then they were feeding him the ID food as well, the low fat, so it doesn't have a lot of protein in it to make him shit. So when I went to go get it, right, I went and got this one. Oh, the red, wasn't paying attention. I tried to go take it back and they got, oh, we can't take it back because there's something about the law, because it's a prescription. Bitch, if I ain't used it, hold it, take it the back and give me what the I need. So I'm riding around everywhere. I done went to Memorial Drive. I done went to the West Side. I done went to Roswell. I went everywhere. And so I said, you know what? Just give me the purple one. I said, well, how the can I get rid of this and get my money back for it? They said, well, you probably have to go online and fill out why you did this and why you did that. And I said, I don't care. I just need to get my dog the right shit so he doesn't have another episode with his damn body. At this point, Trouble is doing amazing. Poop is back solid. He's fine. I'm doing the stuff on his neck. Hopefully this stuff clears up. Because I don't like my dog looking. I don't like that. I don't like that. I see the flakes and stuff is coming off now, but it looks like, shut the f up, I'm doing the story. I I don't like the dandruffy look. I guess it's, the scabs is, falling off. But whatever happened on his neck is very concerning to me because I just don't like it. I don't like it. If you were rough with my dog, I wish you would have told me. Yeah. But anyway, he's doing fine. He's doing good. I'm going to keep him on this until we get to the end of this bag and then slowly get him back on his salmon. But I don't know, we might just keep him on that because they gave me the prescription for a year. But I like his salmon. But this really worked fast. It's because it's medicated stuff they have in here. It's not like your regular dog food. This is like, you can only get this with prescription. You can't just go in the dog store and buy it. You have to have a note from the vet to say they can eat this. But once I get to the end of the bag, I'll probably, start putting him back on his. But this has just been an episode. Overall, I spent like maybe close to $4,000 to find out it's nothing. But I'd rather find out it's nothing than to have ignored it and it had been something. But yeah, I've looked at the app Rover. It looks cool. People can come to your house when you leave and check on your dog. Some people can stay at your house. It depends on if you're comfortable with that. But then some people, they will come throughout the day a couple of times and, take your dog out, walk them, feed them, and stuff like that. I think I might be that one instead of, let somebody spend the night. Because even though I got cameras all over my house, it's just energies and stuff, and I don't know if I like it. From now on, no more boardings, just no more. And I know the people at the boarding place watch my YouTube and my Instagram and stuff, so if y'all can go just look at the cameras and see what happened in the back with the neck, if they let him sleep in that, if they were pulling him with it or whatever, because that really does concern me, that his neck looks like it. You could see like dry blood. You can see the indentions. Like it was either a dog and him wrestled, and they, because some dogs aren't neutered and they probably did get a little rough with each other, and that's just the heels of the bite marks healing. Because it's something. It's something. And I'm not dumb. And when I find out, I'ma beat that dog ass and whoever else ass I gotta beat. If I gotta go beat they owner ass, I'ma beat they owner ass too. Cause a bitch ain't never scared. If I lose, I'm gonna lose going down hard. And I'm not losing. I'm gonna get my $4,000 ass whooping work on you, nigga. I know you lying. All this shit. But trouble good. Trouble is good. But that's what happened to Trouble. That's what's going on. I don't know. I'm just glad he's okay. Because y'all been asking. And that's what happened. Well, all right, y'all. That's the story time with Rob. Like I always say, God only made one you. And if you don't be you, bitch, then rewind. Like I always say, God only made one you. And if you don't be you, then nobody else will. And until the end,